These are the 20 strongest abilities in the entire Skibidi Toilet. And today, I am going to rank all of them. These rankings would be based on two things: how strong they are and how useful they are. Ranking number 20 on our list is X-ray vision. This ability is just useless in the world of Skibidi Toilet. Also, this ability is only being utilized by the juggernaut Astro Toilet. In my opinion, maybe he can just sense the energy of living beings? It's not really confirmed if it's X-rays or not. In real life, this ability could be very useful if you know what I mean. But in the Skibidi-verse, it's trash. On the number 19 spot, we have the ability to record. This ability is also very basic, but definitely more important than X-ray vision. Recording is the ability to convert live footage into one that is permanent and reproducible. And the best users of this ability are our beloved cameramen. Now imagine if there were no POV cameramen. How would we witness this show? Other than that, this ability also helps the scientists to research and analyze certain characters. I am a cameraman myself, and let me tell you, appreciate this ability while you can. The 19th spot is suitable for this ability. For the number 18 spot, we got drilling. Drilling is the attack method used by the drill race. Every drill man has a drill attached to his head. Some special members also have multiple drills. Drilling can be used to drill underground or as a method of attack. This method requires really good strength. The strongest user of this ability is the Titan Drillman. He is actually really good at utilizing this ability. Even though it seems simple, it is still really effective. You might be saying, what are these useless abilities? Trust me, it's going to get better every time, especially the top 10 abilities. Ranking number 17 on our list is hand-to-hand combat. The reason why I put this ability is because it is based on pure strength and skill. I know it sounds boring, but in a world where everyone got some kind of special powers, these guys are fighting with their hands. The most deserving members are the drill men and the cameramen. Even though almost every Skibidi Toilet character can utilize hand-to-hand combat, there are some characters that possess some exceptional skills. For example, Plunger Man, Normal Cameraman, Dark Speakerman, and there are many Skibidi Toilets too who just use raw strength as their main method of attack. In terms of brute force, I think the Drill Titan is the strongest of them all. Titan Cameraman is also a good example, and please note that melee weapons are also counted as hand-to-hand combat. This is also the only ability I have in real life. For the 16th spot, we have the ability to fly. No, not everyone can possess this ability. Some use jetpacks, some use rotors, or like the Astro Toilet, use the static warp levitator to fly. But these are not the ones that caught my attention. The one that shocked me was this guy. How is he flying without any external equipment? I mean, if flying means this is really cool. Imagine you could fly in real life too? I think this ability is really useful. On the number 15 spot, we have sound waves. Sound waves are a method of attack in the Skibidi Toilet series, which can be utilized in many ways. Sound waves are like a sonic attack. Even if you are deaf, you will still feel the vibrations, and if the attack is strong enough, it will definitely affect you. But don't get me wrong, headphones are still a pretty good weakness against this method under a few circumstances. If you are not directly targeted or if the attack is simply weak, there are a lot of users of this power, but the most popular among them are the speakermen. It's literally their main way of attack. But the honorable mention will go to G-Toilet. Me personally, I don't really like this ability. I'm not the person to yell anyway. The 15th spot is good for this ability. Ranking number 14 on our list is Light Rays. Well, this attack is also really special, as there are a lot of types of these TV screens. And each of these types serves a unique purpose. For example, Purple Screen was first used by the normal TV men, and it stuns Skibidi Toilets and freezes them in their spot. White Screen, which was used by the large TV men, and this color affects Skibidi Toilets as shown in episodes 40 and 70. They cannot open their eyes once they see the light. Red Screen is used by the Titan TV men, and it is probably the strongest type. This screen color seems to make any Skibidi Toilets or cameramen to literally end themselves. And lastly, the orange screen, which is utilized by the TV women. This screen color can light enemies on fire, as first shown in episode 49. This ability could be really effective if the opponent does not know its weakness. Still pretty basic so far. Next up on number 13, we have warping. This ability is good, but I think you lose some control when using it. Like it's not that precise. Now, some people might say that warping is a form of teleportation, but in my opinion, these two abilities are different. Warping is kind of like a sonic charge and then accelerating to extreme speeds, and teleportation is like moving matter from one place to another, without physically traveling. The funny thing is they can also adjust the warping speed through the intensity of the warp levitator. If you are wondering what a warp levitator is, well, it's this spinning thing around them. This ability is used to escape dangerous situations or instantly reach different locations, even though some use it for attacking purposes. Even though it is not confirmed, I think all astro toilets can utilize this ability. They also make a sound while warping. I will keep this ability on number 13. Honestly, I would rather have the ability to fly. For the 12th spot on our list, we have Laser Eyes. We all know how cool this ability is. Laser Eyes is the power that allows its users to emit laser beams from their eyes. Let's be honest, we all dreamt of having it in real life. And the most noticeable user of this power is the G Toilet. His laser eyes are really strong, and the range of this power is also crazy. The G clones can also utilize this power, but keep that in mind. Their laser eyes are not natural. Other than them, the Astro Duchess and the UFO Astro Toilet also have laser eyes. Her laser eyes also look really cool, and they are more reddish in color. The same goes for the UFO Astro Toilet. I wonder between the Astro Duchess and the G Toilet, whose laser eyes are more powerful? But yeah, laser eyes are pretty strong. On the number 11 spot, I got teleportation. This one might be the best way of traveling in the entire series. And we all know that the TV men are the most popular users of this ability. However, there are a few other characters who possess this power, and the most notable among them are the scientists Skibidi Toilet and the Secret Agent. Though the Secret uses the gradual disappearance method rather than the black smoke method, which is used by the others. For now, there isn't any weakness of this power. The good thing is you can teleport others with you. Definitely deserved this spot. Now it's time for the number 10 spot, and we got Super Speed. Super Speed, or we can also call it Light Speed, and the most prominent user of this power is the Commander. Commander can move at light speed, and the crazy thing is he can also bypass time, as we saw him fighting against the Clock Titan. He also blitzed the Time Robot, when in the dome, the Commander was supposed to be completely frozen. Even though the Astro Toilets can use warping and the Clockman can literally stop the time to speed up, the Commander would still be considered the fastest among them. No, warping and super speed are not the same thing. And in my opinion, it is way cooler than warping. And there are no weaknesses in this power. Yeah, I am keeping this ability at the number 10 spot. Now this is where it starts to get insane, because we are down to the top 10 strongest abilities. On the 9th spot, we have Invisibility. I have placed this ability on number 9 because of how useful it is. However, this ability is only being possessed by the Secret Agent, as we see him using this ability many times. The good thing is that he can also share this ability to the other members of the Alliance. And of course, it excludes the POV cameraman. The Secret Agent can also choose who can see him and who cannot. The same goes for the members who use this power. There are not any particular weakness to this ability, so that is really cool. I mean, I would love to have this ability in real life too, but this could be replaceable because some people like it and some don't. For the 8th spot, we have the ability to regenerate. Regeneration is defined as the ability to heal or repair damaged parts of your body. Now, Counter Titan is the first name that comes to mind for regeneration, because one of his key abilities is this power. This ability can literally make you unkillable. There is one more character that possesses this power. I am talking about the Titan Clockman, as we see him healing and repairing his fellow Titans multiple times, though it can take a lot of energy to do that. This is an ability that I think would be perfect for the Alliance, and I also think that someone from the Astro race can also utilize this power. Even though it is not confirmed, it's just my theory. There are no known weaknesses of this power. This ability could easily be top 5, but I don't really like it personally. Yeah, you can just regenerate again and again, but don't forget that you would still feel the pain, and you're gonna get exhausted very quickly. For these reasons, I am putting this ability at the number 8 spot. Next, up on number 7, we got Plot Armor. Now, before you throw tomatoes at me, Plot Armor is like getting lucky every time. Basically, the only factor which has allowed the protagonist to survive is the fact that they're the protagonist. And we all know that Jimmy is the perfect example of this. There were multiple occasions in the series where he could have been killed, but my man is still thriving. It's not like I want him to die or anything. It's just a funny ability to have. There is also a weakness to this ability. If your author does not like you, then you are absolutely cooked. But I guess it's still useful if you are the protagonist or the hero of the show. I mean, it would be great to have in real life too. Like, everything just works out for you, and it is really useful in the Skibidi-verse too. On the number 6 spot, we have Telepathy. Telepathy is kind of like mind control, but you can only share your memories or messages while not being present. Well, the first user of this ability is Alpha. Not only that she can share memories, but she can also use someone else's vision to see. This ability is called telepathic vision. It's still a form of telepathy, so I guess we can count it. And whenever she uses this power, her purple eyes will glow. Telepathy was the power that she used to trick the Drill Titan. The second user is none other than the Secret Agent. He can visibly talk to others like he is in their mind. Secret Agent has a lot of special abilities, and we don't even know his full powers yet. Well, telepathy is basically mind reading, and that power is really useful in some cases. Now, this could be very low on the list too. But I just like this ability. I told you before I'm not very talkative in real life. So with this ability, you can relay your message to anyone without any issue. You can cheat in exams too. Haha, just kidding. Don't cheat. For the fifth spot on our list, we have necromancing. This might be the most diabolical ability in the entire verse. Necromancing is the art or practice of calling up the spirits of the dead for certain purposes. And it is so rare in the world of Skibidi Toilet that there is only one character that possesses this scary ability. The Toilet Necromancer possesses a unique ability to emit a summoning call that revives fallen allies and opponents, enveloping them in a green light. The resurrected allies appear to be under the control of the Toilet Necromancer as mindless servants. For most of you, this ability might be useful, but for me, it's a hell nah. Even though I hate it, I have to admit that this ability is indeed very powerful. Next up on number 4, we got Visionary. Now that is what I'm talking about. Visionary is described as the power to create anything you imagine, or should I say the power to turn fantasies into reality. In my opinion, this ability is really broken, and the most notable character of this power is the female Pencil Titan, even though we only saw her animating weapons or broken limbs. But I think at the end of the series, she can do much more than that. There are few other members of the Pencil race that possess this unique power. Well, the Pencil race uses ink to create these animations. So maybe in the future, something like water would be their weakness? And the female Titan can also erase objects out of reality. This ability is one of my favorites. This ability could be very useful in real life too, if you know how to control and use it. For me, number 4 is the perfect spot. Now we are down to the top 3 strongest abilities, and on the number 3rd spot, we have Corruption. Now before you say anything, please note that this dude was alone when he came to Earth, and with the help of this ability, he builds an entire army of toilets. Corruption is a unique ability possessed by all Skibidi Toilets. Through singing their anthem, Skibidi Toilets can influence organic beings, particularly humans, and ultimately transform them into Skibidi Toilets. And the crazy thing about this power is that you don't even need to be present there. Like, you can record the anthem and put it on loudspeakers, and it will still work the same. And I think it's also a way for them to reproduce as well. For now, the only users of this ability are the Skibidi Toilets. But guys, do you know there is a weakness of this power? Well, if you use headphones or do anything to cover your ears, you won't be affected by this ability. With that being said, I wonder if this will work on deaf people. Probably not, but who knows? This is really useful. I don't know how would you utilize this in real life, but this ability is certainly strong in the Skibidi-verse. The second strongest ability on our list is Mimicry. This ability is only possessed by the Counter Titan, and with the help of this ability, the Counter Titan replicated the Titan Drillman's drill, Titan Cameraman's mechanical hammer, Titan TV Man's energy blade, and Titan Speakerman's arm cannon, and also the Golden Excalibur. I mean, how broken can an ability be? What if he copied the ability of time control? Bro would be unstoppable after that. Honestly, this ability could easily be number 1 if you know how to use it properly. You can just copy every attack, every technique, basically everything. I am not really a copycat, so I will not put this ability at number 1. But still, it is hella strong. Now the strongest ability in the entire Skibidi Toilet is, yep, you guessed it, time manipulation. This ability is just broken on so many different levels, because if you can manipulate time, you can just reverse everything, or you can create time illusions, or imagine that you can even freeze the time completely. If this is not enough, you can see the future too. Isn't this broken? Well, the best users of this ability are the Clock Race, more specifically the Titan Clockman. But there is only one downside to this ability: magnets. In the presence of magnets, the Clockman won't be able to use this power. Other than that, they become weak by magnets, which interfere with the balance wheels and pendulums of their clocks, and those are necessary to keep track of time. But still, the things you can do with time control are unimaginable. And the crazy thing is, they can target someone specifically, and only that character would be affected by this power. They remain immune from the effects and can immunize others through a wristwatch. You can also regenerate others, but it can consume a lot of energy. Whether it's real life or the world of Skibidi Toilet, this ability will always be the most useful one. This ability is also my favorite one too. Yeah, the number 1 spot definitely goes to time manipulation. Okay guys, that was it for today's episode. If you want more of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe.